So the draft is over and the Chicago Bears signed a bunch of undrafted free agents. So I am going to be breaking them down for you guys. Now, full disclosure, not going to be breaking down every single UDFA because there are a ton, but I'll talk about some of my favorites here with you guys. So what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports, all back at it with another video talking, of course, of NFL. Here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, please do hit the big red subscribe button down below. All right, people. So the Bears signed a ton of UDFAs, and I'll put them on the screen here for you guys to take a look at. So here you go. And there's so many to go through. Like, we could be here all day. I could make it like a 30, 40-minute video, even an hour video breaking down all these guys, but there's just so much. And so I'm going to really just try to focus on the guys that I want to, and there's three in particular that I want to focus on. And I'll say this, look, undrafted free agents is a great way to find some talent that kind of slips through the cracks. Now, it's kind of a dime a dozen because you can sign like 20 guys and maybe one pans out. But even one panning out is great because you didn't have to really invest anything. You didn't have to invest a draft pick or anything like that. You essentially got it in quote unquote for free. Obviously, you pay the guy, but you get what I'm trying to say here. And we had a perfect case of this last year with Jack Sanborn, who was in UDFA, and he was able to just make such a good impression, make the team, and boom, you know, he ends up becoming a starter for us later in the year. And, you know, now we consider Sanborn part of that linebacker core, an important piece of it. So it is a route, and that's what I like about the UDFA market. So the first guy that I want to focus on is a quarterback that we actually signed, and his name is Tyson Vick. Or Badgett, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, out of Shepherd, a small-time school, 6'3", 213 pounds, but man, this guy put up some numbers over there. In 2021, had 5,000 passing yards and 50 touchdowns. Like, he is a guy who I could totally see coming in here and competing for the QB3 job behind Justin Fields and PJ Walker. Just the amount of talent the kid has and the potential there. Obviously, I don't see him as a starting quarterback in football, but not everyone who's a quarterback has to be a starter, right? That's why you have backups. And I'm sorry, but like, Nathan Peterman has never cut it for me. I don't want him as my QB3. And I think Tyson's the guy who can come in here and really make a play for that QB3 job. So I feel like that's a position that we could upgrade at, and that's essentially what I think Tyson could do. He's got good mechanical skills. He's got good pocket presence as a quarterback. So I think he's a guy who can step in and potentially make the roster and even get that QB3 spot. In fact, I predict that he will. I don't think Nathan Peterman makes the roster. I could be wrong, but I think Tyson's got more talent than him, and I think he's going to prove it. All right, so that's the first guy I want to focus on. The next guy, a kicker, Andre Smelter, and probably butchering that last name as well. Man, this guy can kick the you-know-what out of the football. He was the best kicker in the nation as a freshman in 2018, 85 out of 105 in field goal attempts. That's good for 81% accuracy throughout his collegiate career. He's got a monster leg. I mean, he's got an absolute cannon. So this is a guy playing in Chicago where you could use that leg power, and Cairo Santos has been great. I'm not saying he hasn't, but we've seen his struggles with extra points, with, various points of the back half of last year. So I think he's going to put a little heat on Cairo Santos. I'm not going to say he's going to outright, obviously, beat him, but some good competition never hurt nobody. All right, so I really think he's a guy who can make some noise here, and who knows, maybe potentially become the kicker. And then finally, another guy I want to focus on, offensive lineman Gabe Hughley. He's a guy who probably would have been drafted had he come out last year. Okay, the only reason he didn't get drafted is because he stayed next year and he ended up getting hurt. And teams didn't want to take that risk. All right, so he missed multiple games with injury. But he is a guy who, at Pitt, man, like, he showed good power, good footwork, technique. The tape was really solid on this kid. It's just that, again, it was unfortunate he ended up getting hurt, and that's what kind of swayed teams away from him. But I think at the NFL level, he's a swing tackle, and certainly we need as much offensive line help as we can get. So depth on the O-line is never a bad option, and that's really where I see him fitting in. So to me, I think he's got a great shot to potentially make the roster. We'll see what happens, but yeah, man, I think Gabe Hughley really, really has some high upside here. So those are the three guys, again, to keep an eye out for with potential chances to make the roster. Again, any one of these guys could pop off and become the next Jack Sanborn. I'm just kind of giving you guys my three that I think have the best shot. So again, Tyson, Bajent, Andre Smelter, and Gabe Hughley are the guys that I would really think have a chance to pop off. But we'll see. Let me know who you guys like. Who is your favorite undrafted free agent and why? Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks for watching.